calls for reforming the United Nations Security Council are gaining momentum. But member states remain divided over how far the charges and changes should go. Pakistan is backing a model that expands elected seats rather than creating new permanent members, arguing it would give more countries a voice without adding new veto powers.
The Security Council was created in 1945 with 5 permanent members: China, France, Russia, the United Kingdom, and the United States, who hold the veto power. 10 additional members are elected for 2-year terms. The United Nations began formal intergovernmental negotiations on reform in 2009, with the process focused on representation, membership categories, the veto, the Council's size, and its working methods. Supporters of reforms say the Council no longer reflects today's geopolitical landscape. Africa has no permanent seat, while countries across Asia Pacific, Latin America, and other regions are seeking greater representation. The G4, Brazil, Germany, India, and Japan, supports expanding both permanent and elected membership, while the African group is seeking permanent seats with full prerogatives. Pakistan, together with members of the Uniting for Consensus group, opposes creating additional permanent seats. The UFC proposal instead calls for expanding elected membership, including longer-term and potentially renewable terms, giving more countries opportunities to serve while preserving periodic elections and accountability. Pakistan says this approach would make the Council more representative without creating new permanent privileges. The veto remains one of the most contentious issues. Critics of expanding permanent membership argue that adding more veto holders could make the Council even more difficult to reach consensus on major conflicts. Supporters of permanent expansion, meanwhile, argue that regions such as Africa and major emerging powers deserve a permanent voice in decisions affecting international peace and security. For Pakistan, the priority is a Council that is more inclusive and accountable without concentrating additional power in new permanent members.